Hi, this is Ben from Bourse Data, and I'm excited in this video to talk about the pre-alert indicators in the analyzer. So that means you'll be able to use these same pre-alert indicators to scan the market. So let's go through, let's log into the Bourse, and let's have a look at what these indicators can do for you. So we're on the Bourse Data website, we'll just log into the Bourse Analyzer. So we've got our watch list here, we've got our chart here, but we're actually going to go to the analyzer across the top. So at the top in the middle, where I put my cursor, it goes blue. So it means it's selected. So we'll click on that, and then we'll click on the analyzer. And then you'll see the new window opens. So we know there's actually 6 pre-alert indicators, but only 5 of them actually work as a formula in the analyzer. The one that doesn't work is the market conductor. So the 5 indicators we have are the accumulation, distribution, conductor, retracement, and the turning points. So what we'll do is I'll just show you a couple of the values, just make sure you're aware of a few things, and we'll run a scan and then look at the results, and I'll show you how you can use it. So we'll just test with the accumulation indicator. So we've selected that formula. Just remember, these are the default settings for it. You can change them to whatever you want them to be. Just remember, as I've mentioned previously, when you're looking at the period, it's looking at the trading days, not the calendar days. So if you're looking at 34, so that's 34 trading days, okay? So the accumulation indicator works on the basis that you've been basically a stock has been on a downward trend. Over the last 34 trading days, it's had a 3% price drop, and now it's had a 1% volume increase. That means we're kind of trending that it's had done its run sort of thing down, and this is the beginning of a new cycle. Okay. So any of these values, obviously, you can change them to whatever you want them to be, but we're going to keep them to the default values. Okay. Then we'll move up to the watch list. So you'll be able to select any of the system watch lists, including your user watch list. So if you've got a list of particular codes you're interested in, you can scan with those. But in this instance, we'll just test the top 300, so ASX 300. Okay. And because today's the 20th, we're actually going to scan yesterday's date, so the 19th. Of course, you can set it to whatever date you want it to be. In the past, unfortunately, you can't do it in the future. Also, we can use the look back function. So you go, okay, show me 5 days of instances where this has occurred. So if today's the 19th, look back an additional 5 trading days and tell me when this has occurred. And we can also look at our intervals on here, but we'll leave it as daily. So we're going to keep this nice and simple. We're not going to play with the filter settings. We're not going to set any price values, any ranges in there, or any volume either. We're really simple, nice and plain. So we'll go through and run the analyzer scan. So it's going to hit that. And this is doing the top 300 codes. So we've got 5 instances here where it has become a true result. So of course we want to look at this in a chart to see what it looks like. So the easiest thing we could do is we'll go and save it as a watch list. We go, okay, accum, saying the 19th because that was the day that it's triggered on. So we'll save that. Okay, so that's saved for us. Now we'll go back to your Bourse Analyzer across the top here. Okay. And you'll see in our watch list on the left-hand side here, we've got the S&P ASX 20. Click on that, and then we scroll down. We see the accumulation 2018 619 watch list. We'll select that one, and there we go. We've got our 5 results here. So we can actually see this properly. Let's set up a chart so we're looking for the accumulation indicator. Okay. So right now I've got my distribution on there. I don't want that. So I'm going to go to Prealerts up here and I'll remove it. So I've actually set this up already. Really simple, just my accumulation. Remember with the periods of 34 in the period, a percentage price drop of 3% and a volume increase of 1%. So if I go to my layouts here, and I've got my accumulation scan. So what do I scan with in the analyzer? I've created visually on a chart. So we can see here in the accumulation, it's 34, 3, and 1, exactly the same as the analyzer scan. So now all we have to do is we click on ASL, and there we go. So if we look at this chart here, geez, they've been a bit of a downward trend, and it's been triggering the last few days. So maybe there is more to go on ASL. It's hard for us to say, but it may be coming to the end of a trend. I'm not exactly sure, but it's a bit difficult because the volume just keeps increasing as the price goes down. Let's have a look at CWP. That's a better indication. You can definitely see the volume peak, price volume peaking here. But if we go back here to the beginning of May, we can see the trigger for the accumulation down here. And it says big peaks. So obviously it's shown the beginning of basically, to an extent, it's bottomed out. And then it's had a little nice little trend up. If you look at MVP, so MVF, sorry, it's showing similar things, showing a nice downward cycle. And RAG, so if we ran that scan back to the last, a look back of 5 days, we'd find multiple results for RAG and TNE, and I wouldn't be getting into these stocks. So we can go in here and let's create another one. Let's try the distribution scan, and we'll change values on here. So we'll go back to the analyzer and the formulas. We'll go to distribution. So we think the distribution is more, it's done its run up. So it's done its bullish run, and we're thinking that's the end of its cycle. So we're going to change that period to a 24. Okay, we're going to do leave it 3% rise in price, and do 2% volume increase, and the period is 24. So we'll run that scan. Okay, so we've got 4 results here. Let's just repeat this, save as a watch list. This time we'll call it distro, as in distribution. Okay, so we've saved that. We go back to the analyzer. Okay, we'll go and select that watch list. Okay, so we've got our 4 codes here. So now we're going to go through and just remove the accumulation one, because we're looking at the distribution indicator this time. So I'm going to remove all. I'm going to add. Go to distribution. So we see here, it's a bit hard to see, I'll just move it so you can see it nice and clearly. It's 34, 3, and 1. So we set ours to 24, 3, and 2. So what we scanned for in here, so 24, 3, and 2, we're going to replicate it here. So we hit done. Okay, and I'm just going to save that. Save as distro scan. Okay, so now whatever results we click on here, so we go ALX, there we go. So we've got our true result here. So it definitely looks like there's a price increase of 3% over the last 24 trading days. And we can definitely see here at the bottom the volume has peaked. If we look at CLW, there we go. Price is increasing still, and the volume's increasing. Looks like it's on a really good run, this one. OGC, definitely on a big run as well, with the volume increasing and the price increasing. And WBA, there we go. So these tools are there for you to basically help save you time. What you could visually look for in 300 codes, you can get it to scan for you to find all the true examples of when it's actually triggered today. It's basically just a tool to make your life easier, use your time a bit better, and that's why we were so excited about having these pre-alert indicators in the analyzer so you can scan them. So as per usual, this video will be shortly going up into our support section on the BourseData website. So under support in help. So I'll add this video in the next couple of days, and very soon we'll be adding in the software documentation the pre-alert indicators documentation. We're just finishing those ones off, so you can read about the pre-alerts and understand how they're calculated and how you can use them. And as always, if you have any questions about the Bourse Analyzer, please do give me a call on 1300 363 766 or send me an email at support@boursedata.com.au. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.